Hi everybody, this is Believe What, also known as Yam Juice, and today I've got a gameplay on Grid on Black Ops, where I ended up going 18-5. I'm playing on my second account, MW3 Noob, and I'm playing with my sister Bejewel. But this this commentary is not really about the gameplay. This is part of the Human Nature series. I'm talking about how to not shoot your boss. Basically, we're discussing, my friend Turbo and I are discussing what makes people do things that are crazy and why they do these kind of things. And maybe if people thought about what kind of things that they were trying to accomplish, maybe it could save them a little bit of trouble in their lives. So anyway, here we are, conversation with Turbo. What am I doing and why am I doing it? People don't tend to ask that. What's the goal?
Yeah, and what are the consequences of doing this or that? You know, where is this going? You know, how is it that somebody who seems kind of rational, not not a crazy person, can end up killing their spouse or get into a fist fight or
or if we're not even getting that far, just getting into a screaming match.
Yeah, right. How does that happen?
You don't have to get into a screaming match.
Right.
You can just not do it.
At some point, you just want to unburden yourself of like a lot of things that waste, a lot of types of behavior that waste energy, that are just create unnecessary complications in your life, and I think that's, for the most part, that comes with age. It's like you sort of get tired of it, at some point in your life.
But many people are still, I hear people bickering about the dumbest shit in the world, and they might be older, and it's like,
Well, it may be that in some cases they enjoy it. It's like a game they play, and maybe it isn't. Maybe it doesn't go too deep. Maybe it's just a kind of, sparring that is just. Maybe it's even comfortable for them.
Maybe people don't know how to relate on a more positive level than that.
Right.
And that's some way, at least a way of relating.
Yeah. But when it becomes like, like the kind of Jerry Springer shit, and only it's real, your dog crapped on my lawn, I'm gonna throw garbage all over your lawn, then you come and you kill my dog, and then I set your house on fire, and
yeah.
Stuff like that.
It's like, at any point did you ever think, what would be the result of this action or this thing?
Well, it's almost incomprehensible to me. I mean, if you don't understand how these things work, how people can like totally throw their lives away. Like somebody's wronged at work. Their boss treats them badly or something, and they go in with a gun and they shoot the boss or something like that. But unless you actually give it some thought, your impulse is going to be to like get back. I don't know. I mean, it's just I understand that feeling, but it's like lack of impulse control.
Yeah, in your mind, you can put a 12 gauge shotgun, right up to your boss's head and blow it off.
Right.
But you can do that in your mind. And it's like just about as good, really.
Yeah.
None of those SWAT team standoffs.
But it's also like it's not actually impulse control, because it's something that somebody might deliberate. It's a tunnel vision. It's like all they can see is the affront. They can't see a larger perspective and how insignificant this is in the context of their life as a whole. It's like, this could be a very, very minor bump in the road.
It'll be so forgotten.
But you have tunnel vision, and you are so focused on this thing that it is, your whole. It becomes your whole world. Your perceptions are so distorted that your response to it is going to also be equally distorted. exaggerated, you know. So like killing somebody because they cut you off on the freeway, you know, like
Yeah.
pulling out a gun and shooting somebody.
But and yet it happens.
Yeah, it's like compare the inconvenience that person caused you, you know, to what the penalty you're going to pay when you go to prison, or if you have to live with, you know, being a murderer, or live with that secret if you get away with it. I mean, however you cut it, the consequences of that response are so far greater than the consequences of
Letting it slide.
letting it slide. Yeah. So it's just mind-boggling how people can, you know, time after time, you know, respond that way, you know.
Well, it's a reactive way of living your life.
All right.
You know, everything is a reaction. Your emotions are kind of on autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this happens, you automatically feel this way. It makes you do stuff that has nothing to do with reality or thinking anything through. All right, if you enjoyed this episode of Human Nature, in this conversation with Turbo, I've got another conversation that we had together. I'm talking about magical thinking. Just go ahead and click on the left side of the screen. On the right side of the screen is a conversation I had with Walmart Clown about his definition of human nature itself. So if you'd like, you can also click on the subscribe button so you won't have to miss an episode. Thanks for watching.